Hi, and welcome to the last normal coding lesson in engineering. This video is on using multiple sprites and how to get them to communicate with each other. First of all, adding another sprite is quite easy. By clicking here, you can choose between how you want to add a sprite, similar to choosing a new costume. After you choose something, you have a new sprite. Each sprite has its own code and costumes, and acts independently from all other sprites. You could switch between them just by clicking, like you would when selecting the background. There are two different ways to get sprites to interact with each other, the first of which being a new option in the touching command. When a new sprite is added, all other sprites then have the option to detect whether or not they're touching that sprite. The second way for sprites to interact is through broadcasts. Broadcasts work through two different blocks, the send broadcast block and the receive broadcast block. By clicking on either of these blocks, you can make a broadcast. You can make an infinite amount of broadcasts, and you can select between them in this menu by clicking here. When both blocks, the sender and the receiver, are set to the same broadcast, you could activate the send broadcast block, and that will activate the receive broadcast block. This can be used in separate sprites to have them communicate, or even in the same sprite. By using broadcast blocks, I can make it so when I click this sprite, it makes the other sprite spin in a circle. The assignment for this video is to make an interaction between sprites. An interaction counts as sprites talking back and forth or doing actions that the other sprite reacts to. Broadcast should be used to tell each sprite when to say or do something. You have to have at least two sprites for your interaction, but you can include as many as you want. The interaction you make doesn't have to be interesting or funny or make sense, as long as it's just not gibberish.